Tinubu does not need you. Ex-militant leader knocks Asari Dokubo. Now to the news in full. A former militant leader and mayor of Roboland, Esahanepe Israel aka Akpodoro, has berated the leader of the defunct Niger Delta Volunteer Force, Asari Dokubo, over his plot to oppose the possible re-election of President Bola Tinubu in 2027. Earlier, Asari Dokubo accused President Tinubu of betraying him after the 2023 elections in the country. Dokubo, in a viral video online, said he emptied his bank account and spent all his money to campaign for Tinubu in the 2023 election, but the president has now turned his back on him. According to him, the current Tinubu is not the Tinubu he used to know. Reacting to Dokubo's claim, Akpodoro said it was mischievous for anyone to expect the Nigerian leader to patronize him at the detriment of the development and growth of the nation. He encouraged Asari Dokubo to freely establish alliances with whomever he chooses, asserting that Dokubo as an individual possesses the right to support any candidate of his preference. During a press conference held in Abuja over the weekend, where April 2027 coalition for President Tinubu's re-election was the focal point of the roundtable discussion, the mayor remarked that Alhaji Asari is a respected figure among his contemporaries and should articulate his own views. He further emphasized that the entire Niger Delta region stands firmly behind Chief Government Ekpe Mokpolo, also known as Tompolo or the GOC. Akpodoro expressed that the residents of the Niger Delta are pleased with the socio-economic advancement taking place throughout the region, highlighting the progress in human and material development under the current administration. He contrasted this with the previous era, which was marked by widespread poverty and despair. He asserted that the fulfillment of one individual's demand should not serve as the benchmark for evaluating the performance of the APC administration in the region. Instead, he maintained that the socio-economic and political welfare of the majority, particularly in terms of human empowerment and development, should be the primary criteria for assessing governance standard in the area. Tinubu's government, the mayor noted, emerged through the collective effort of the Nigerian people, including Niger Deltans, who overwhelmingly voted for him at the polls, not the making of one man. The mayor further stated that more than it was in 2023, the people of Niger Delta would massively and overwhelmingly vote for President Tinubu to enable him to complete his national reformative assignment. Okay, now, Akpodoro added that the President Tinubu-led administration has been fair to all sections of the country in its bid to build an equitable political system, including empowering the next generation of Nigerians to take the mantle of leadership when their time comes. Akpodoro, you are lying, sir. You are a very, very big liar, and it is obvious that you have been paid to say this thing that you are saying. It is mischievous for anyone to expect President Tinubu to patronize him at the detriment of the development and growth. He appointed a technocrat, Dr. Dennis Otuaro, as the administrator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, PAP. The engine of the service in the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, is grinding non-stop. Those we trust in the region were appointed, and more than ever before, our creek is experiencing peace as Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited is waging relentless war on oil thieves, thereby whittling down the powers of criminals. He encouraged Alhaji Dokubo to postpone his alignment until 2027, allowing him to choose his preferred association, while the remainder of the Niger Delta will support President Tinubu, a Southerner recognized for his transformative potential for a new Nigeria. You and Asari Dokubo, good for you people. You people are the same thing. Because I don't understand what you are saying, that Tinubu is doing something for the country. It's a lie. A liar. And Asari Dokubo, it is what he has done that he is reaping. Good for him. They have used him and they have dumped him. The same way they will use you too, Akpodoro, and dump you come 2027. Continue. Amechi Anipota says, used and dumped and used as usual by the same people against our Mumu sons and daughters of our lands. They did it to Okeke, to Okafo, to Kore, now to Okonko. Our Mumu never do. They never do. They know they hear word. They will never listen. Idowu Akinro says Asari Dokubo have problems with his thinking and beliefs. He is confused. not responsible, and not to be taken for his words. During the last election, he was all out to converse for the election of Tinubu because he said he was there for him when he was in the prison. He fed him and got him accommodation for his family and paid his children's school fees. After the election, he said he should be held responsible if Tinubu fails. Now he is singing another tune as he could not get what he wanted and tribalized it. Yes, so. Olaoyolalekan says Dokubo said we should hold him for responsible for Tinubu's failure. Now he cannot even hold himself. The simple question is, who is Asari Dokubo in Nigeria? Yes, who is he? Nobody knows who is he. He's just bragadoing, doing anyhow. Now they have left him behind. They never leave you behind. They don't leave you behind. Emmanuel Umo says, do you make any agreements with him? After all your efforts on the election, he will give you one portfolio in government, and he failed to do it. Now, it's good for him. It is very, very good for him. That is what they deserve. Betrayers also deserve to be betrayed. Adeyemilekun Adoluade says this Tinubu's record preference is advantageous for sensitivities within consciousness, conductive proactively, sincerity, purposefully, love, and compassionate democracy, tolerance. Wetin happen? Rasaki Aina says you are just being unnecessarily arrogant. What is your political values other than bigotry and militancy bunkering? Yes, so nothing. There is nothing that he has to offer. Ebase Samson says, I knew that it will come to this. Asari will not be important to Tinubu anymore after being used. He's not the first to be used. Amechi has a lot to tell. Stanley Udonsi says, those who betray work against Tinubu will always get disappointment at the doors of their success. In place of Indigo, all haters will end in disappointment. Yunusa says, Okpodoro, this is your onomatopoeic name of a heavy object falling from high above. If Tinubu has credited your account with billions of naira, as he wants to be buying you people from